All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for real people just like you and just like me. All right, before we get started with this video about Def Leppard's new song, I want to introduce you to this band. I don't know if you could see this. It's called Skills. Holy crap, Batman. All right, Skills is something else when you've got Billy Sheehan, David Huff in the band, and the incredible Brad Gillis. Billy Sheehan, of course, Mr. Big alumni, but considered one of the greatest bass players of all time, and deservedly so. Brad Gillis at one point bailed out Ozzy Osbourne, and of course has worked a number of years with Night Ranger. And David Huff, no slouch, from the band Giant. He's back there on drums. They've got a vocalist by the name of Zaina, I think it is, and just incredible album. Rainin Zonta is I forgot that one. He's the lead vocalist. He's kind of a newcomer to maybe the world of melodic rock. I think he has been around for some time in various bands, but this thing, Skills, they call it Skills probably because everybody in this band has skills. So maybe not the greatest name for a rock band when you think it through, but pretty memorable. There's a lot of great music coming out, and I will continue to share it, and we'll see if people care. All right. People care about Def Leppard, their household brand. Everybody knows it. They've got a brand new album coming out called Diamond Star Halos, which is a small reference to T-Rex. No big deal. One thing about Joe Elliott is he wears his musical influences on his sleeve, whether it's Mott the Hoople, David Bowie, T-Rex, all of that 70s glam rock, and there's a ton of it, and definitely an influence on Def Leppard. Although back in the 80s, you weren't thinking that Def Leppard had all of these influences. You were just hearing this amazing band with their own unique sound, and they continue to have this amazing, unique sound even today. Their brand new single is called Fire It Up. It's got a great hook. It's got a big chorus. It's got the usual Def Leppard sound to it. It's got Joe Elliott sounding like Joe Elliott. It's a great song, and I think the actual music video comes out on the 25th or 26th. You can check that out, but the official audio is now streaming on the usual platforms. And it's funny, again, you get the notification from a certain website, and I sign up for a bunch of them just because this is what I do. And then I have information, and sometimes that information helps me form an opinion for a video. And again, every single time one of these classic rock websites or radio stations promotes a new song by a classic artist, they don't play that artist. I mean, they play Def Leppard. You know what they play by Def Leppard? Armageddon It, Hysteria, Pour Some Sugar on Me. I mean, they don't even play music from Adrenalize. They play music off of Hysteria, and then maybe they'll play like Photograph, you know? And it's just really sad that all of these, when's the last time you've heard Bringing On the Heartbreak by Def Leppard on your local classic rock radio? Everything is being just focus tested down to, you know, hey, here's their signature album. We don't really care about Pyromania or any of the other albums this band has put out. And certainly we're not going to give any airplay to this new Def Leppard song, which, by the way, is excellent. Fire It Up is an excellent song. They've released a few songs now from the forthcoming album, and they all are good. I would put Fire It Up either my favorite or my second favorite thus far. And it has all of the normal Def Leppard qualities that would fit nicely into a radio format if somebody would just play the dang song. It just is ridiculous. Yes, we're going to talk about how they have a new song. We're going to talk about the fact that they're on tour this summer, co-headlining, by the way, with Motley Crue for the stadium tour. And this is a tour that I think is going to make a lot of money if it goes off and if it isn't canceled because somebody, tests for the what, and then all of a sudden everything gets shut down. It's just tragic how that's all playing out, but we're seeing, some big time cancellations out there. Journey had to curtail the end or stop the end of their first leg of their tour. And there are other bands, not my favorite band, but I think Pearl Jam, who, they're probably testing every hour over at the Pearl Jam headquarters. I don't know if these people want to get back to the way things used to be. I don't know, but that's another video topic. All I know is that this new Def Leppard song leading into this tour, this was the way things were in the old days when a band would embark on a tour and they had new music to share with the audience. Now, this is another problem, right? So they have and by the way, Joe Elliott says this is one of the best records they've ever made, if not the best record. He also said the experience of making it was very fulfilling and satisfying. And that's kind of cool to hear from Joe in that regard. I mean, these bands typically say, hey, this is the best work we've ever done. And then it's crickets on the other end. Huey Lewis ended his career with what he believed was some of his best work. And he got zero, talk about a guy who's radio friendly, right? And he got zero airplay. It was only 7 songs, just pick one, right? And play it. But nobody touched it. And it's a shame. Now, I know there are other ways to measure if a song is getting airplay. I know there are Spotify charts, supposedly, and other methodologies out there to gauge whether or not people are buying or listening to music. And it's just not the same as having a song on terrestrial radio. It's almost like a blackout, right? Oh, well, yeah, they have this new album. They have this big tour coming up, and we're going to play Pour Some Sugar on Me again, And I don't get it. Do people not want to hear anything different by these artists? Even some, like I said, even mentioning other albums like Adrenalize. Anybody play anything off of Adrenalize? It was a pretty big album, right? Follow up to Hysteria. Took a few years, but was still a monster selling, platinum selling album. Anyway, folks, that's my lament for today. The lack of interest in the new Def Leppard, as I think it's going to be a big album. Maybe worldwide it will do well. Here in the United States, I don't know. People are just too preoccupied with the latest bad news that they're going to hear. But music typically was something to help you cope with all the bad news. I don't know. Music is just like an afterthought now. And I understand the world is a serious place and some people just don't even have time for this stuff anymore. Anyway, one more time for the band Skills. I mean, again, Frontiers Music. And again, they don't pay me or anything like that, but they continue to put out some amazing stuff. And I got a little shipment of CDs in, and I'm going to be sharing a couple more of those with you. And my guess is it's stuff that you will probably like if you heard it. But Skills is right up there. Any band with Billy Sheehan in it, and then add Brad Gillis and David Huff, and you're thinking to yourself, whoa, maybe I should check this out. So if you haven't checked out Skills, do so, and check out the new Def Leppard song. It's called Fire It Up. All right, I'm done with this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all soon.